Greetings all, Vanny here for Leo's weekly message. Ooh, okay. Leo, the first card that came out for you is the Tower in reverse. And what I'm immediately noting is how peaceful the two people look on the card. While everything is falling down around them, they are just living in their best, accepting the life as it comes because they know they're going to be taken care of. They're going to be free because this tower is coming as a liberation. And I love that it's two women, like they're lifting each other up, freeing themselves from perhaps an imprisonment. And I absolutely love that. Whether that is separating yourself from a toxic situation, leaving an abusive relationship, and oh my god, that is exactly what it's... Okay. Leo is well and done with a situation. Like, literally, you walking away from a situation that was rigid and confining and moving on to a new life. And I feel like there was healing done because there are 8 swords here and we're at 6 swords there. So something was removed, something was released, and you are not taking with you into this new place everything. While there is still healing to be done, you are moving on to calmer seas where you can then repair the boat. Because, I mean, think about it. They have to keep the swords in there until they get to the other sides. If they take out the sword while they're in the boat, it'd be like removing the blade from a wound. It would flood. And so while it is painful and they have to be careful on their journey, it is better than being in this place where they were literally kept on their knees, bound, confined, and blinded. That is why the tower is in reverse. You are not afraid. It's like, it literally is like, you are not afraid to watch the world burn, is what is coming out in my head. The Star in reverse has come out as well. And I almost feel a sense of solemnness where someone isn't feeling the connected to themselves. Yeah, the Moon in reverse. This is an unconscious and subconscious cut off because the King of Wands, this reverse lover situation, the situation you are leaving, it was too toxic for you to be vulnerable enough to process this unconscious and subconscious. That's why you still have to take the swords over. There are some that were removed and resolved the situation because this night, this king must have been slain. They must have been removed from the situation. And so not all of the wounds are still have the blade in them. Some of them have been bandaged, but still there are others that this Leo, this wonderful, beautiful, bright warrior, has to heal on the other side. And it is in so much relation to your gifts, to the magic that makes you who you are. And so this healing must be done, and it will be a very difficult journey because you have to look back at more pain. You have to look back at things that you have forgotten for a very long time. This is happening for me, not to me. There's a wild and impetus uniqueness that deserves to be honored because you are extraordinary. And I absolutely agree with that, Leo. You're worth it. You are so very worth it. You have been worthy to belong to love all along without needing to improve. In fact, you are love itself. And that so often, we, especially us women, and I'm not saying that this can't happen to a man. Of course, men can be in toxic relationships with other men or with women. But we are taught that love has to come from outside of ourselves. That we need someone to tell us that we are beautiful. That we need someone to acknowledge that we are worth it. That we are deserving of a standard of love that is not abuse. And so often we do not get that because people want to control us. And if they tell us that we're worth it, then we're not going to accept what they give us. And so they would keep us in a state of ignorance. Sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problems can become sacraments. Take that pain that they have given you, take that hurt that they have tried to make yours, and offer it to Spirit, because their hurt and their wounds that they try to make yours, that they try to assimilate into your ego and identity, is being removed. Yeah. Moonlight here in reverse. It's very much making me feel of like someone poisoning your tea to keep you sick so that they can continue to take care of you, making you reliant upon them because they were afraid of being alone, or they felt empowered, having someone need them, or making someone feel small, seeing someone who was so bright and so beautiful and stealing their light, because how dare they be confident where the other was lacking. Encouragement is coming in. And perhaps this is you talking to your higher self and saying to that little one, you will make it, you will survive, and on the other side of it, you will be such a powerful soul. Exactly, metamorphosis. You deserve to go through this, because the changes that you would have to go through would be very difficult, strange, and you would be a very completely different person on the other side, but things will finally be in balance. Things will finally be in harmony. And it won't be a struggle, because you would have the connection to the magic stream. It initially came out in reverse, and I do feel like you have been very disconnected. That goes back to the star and moon energy over here. And this King of Wands was like, follow the leader, follow me while I lead the shiny thing, while I lead the pretty thing. And you want this, so you have to follow me to come and get it. But no, you're moving more towards a place where people genuinely come together in aid and support of each other, not with caveats and conditions of what you have to do to achieve that love, to achieve that freedom and that connection. It is yours simply because you are breathing on this earth, because you have a heart in your chest and a soul in your body. That alone makes you worthy of love. That alone makes you part of the collective consciousness and the connected source of universal and unconditional love. We all have access to that. And the more we recognize it in each other, and most importantly in ourselves, Leo, is when you will feel it in your everyday, when you will just wake up and just feel good as yourself, and you just go out with the brightest, most beautiful smile, and your presence makes other people smile because you're radiating. And all of that will happen when the current world burns the fuck down. I am sorry, but things have to shift and change. And what I love so much about the giraffe coming out here is that it's like you will have a higher perspective. Remember, this is happening for you, not to you. Don't take a defensive, aggravated ego thinking everything that happens is a personal attack. It is not, my love. It is all just part of spirit. And sometimes that means that they have to, start a fire. But on the other side of it, you have this beautiful, wonderful journey that you don't even know what it's going to be like. And that's the most amazing thing to have, because when you start a journey without expectations, there are no limitations on what can happen. And that's the most beautiful part. And Leo, I genuinely hope and pray that you allow yourself to go on that journey, because you deserve it. Have a beautiful day, my love.